Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived three best friends, a rabbit, a fox, and a mouse. They were inseparable and spent most of their days playing in the forest. But they often got scared when the sun went down, and the forest was covered with darkness. One day, they decided to ask the wise owl for some advice on how to overcome their fear of the dark. The owl listened to their problem carefully and said, "My dear friends, to conquer your fear of the dark, you must learn to understand the importance of three things: mirror, light, and shadow." The friends were confused and looked at each other, wondering what the owl meant. "The mirror reflects the light, and the light creates shadows," the owl continued. "Let me tell you a story that will help you understand the importance of these three things." The friends cuddled up together as the nocturnal owl began to narrate. Long, long time ago, there was a kind and beautiful queen who ruled the kingdom. The queen had a magical mirror that showed her the reflection of her soul. She would look at the mirror every night before going to bed, and it gave her peace of mind. One day, a wicked witch came to the palace and cursed the mirror, causing darkness to spread across the land. The queen was devastated as she could no longer see her soul's reflection, and her heart felt heavy. The queen sought the help of a little firefly that came to her window every night. The firefly would light up the room and create shadows on the walls. The queen watched in amazement as the shadows began to come to life, forming beautiful images of her dreams and desires. She realized that the light and the shadows brought a new perspective to her life, and she no longer needed the mirror to guide her. The queen embraced the light and shadow, and they became her companions. The rabbit, fox, and the mouse were amazed by the story and realized that the owl was right. They understood that the light and the shadow are always together, and one cannot exist without the other. As they headed back to their homes, they looked up at the sky filled with stars, and the moonlight illuminated their way, creating shadows on their paths. They were no longer scared of the dark, for they realized that the light and shadow were always there to guide them. And so, the three friends lived happily ever after, embracing the light and shadow that surrounded them every day. The wise owl smiled at them and bid them good night. The friends hugged each other tightly, and the light from the moon and shadows from the trees gave them a sense of comfort as they drifted off into a peaceful slumber. As they slept, the magical mirror that belonged to the queen appeared before them. The friends looked at it with curiosity and saw that it was shimmering with a soft light. Suddenly, the mirror spoke, "My dear friends, I have heard your dilemma, and I'm here to help you too." The three friends were astonished and replied simultaneously, "How can you help us?" The magical mirror replied, "I can show you the reflection of your souls and guide you towards your dreams, but you must not fear the darkness, for that is where you'll find the light." The rabbit, fox, and mouse listened intently, and the mirror continued, "Look into my reflection and think about what you want the most in this world." Without any hesitation, they looked intently at the mirror and concentrated on their dreams and desires. Suddenly, the mirror flared up, and a ray of light burst from it, illuminating the room with a warm glow. The light cast shadows on the walls, and the three friends saw beautiful images that filled their hearts with hope and joy. The rabbit saw a vast field of carrots, fox saw a glimmering diamond, and the mouse saw a block of cheese that was bigger than him. The mirror then said, "To achieve your dreams, you must be brave and never fear the darkness, for your light will always guide you." The friends hugged each other, and the mirror disappeared into the night, leaving them with a newfound sense of courage and determination. From that day on, the rabbit, fox, and mouse were never afraid of the dark. They embraced the light and shadow and went ahead on their journey to make their dreams come true. And thus, they lived happily ever after, guided by the light and the shadow and their amazing friendship with each other.
This is the end of tonight's bedtime story. Good night and have a nice dream.